So what I can gather, it's back to school time for a lot of you guys out there. So straight off the bat, mad props for not, like, just faking your own death and staying at home with your cat. So yeah, when I was thinking about making this video, I was like, alright, I gotta get in the zone, you know, because it's been a while since I've been in school. So I was like, okay, I better like summon the emotions of what it's like to be going back to school and what it's like to be in school. And then I was like, hot diggity damn, can I unsummon this? So let's just start off by saying the obvious, unhelpful obvious. Your school days will end. You will not be in school forever. I'm living proof of that, because I can't even remember that I was ever in school. Well, now I can, because I summoned it. But yeah, because it might feel like you have no freedom or anything, and you know, you're just forced to go into this building every day that is kind of like a prison in a lot of ways, depending on whether you have a uniform or not. I had a uniform. In actual fact, it doesn't have to really be like that. It can be you taking the reins of the horse that is named Destiny, your destiny. Because these years aren't about pleasing your teachers and pleasing your parents, it really is about you. So I'm going to talk about the actual, you know, schoolwork and learning side of school. Like in a lot of ways, it's much more difficult than college, because in college, hopefully you're doing something in college that, you know, you like and you're passionate about and you can see a point in it. So let's take something that typically you probably learn in school, maths, imaginary numbers, right? What the flip? You're not really learning math. Well, that's what you're doing. You're using these muscles, not just your brain muscle, but the muscle of like doing something and you just don't want to do it. And you're forming life-enhancing habits that will not only make your life better now, but also up ahead. You know, when you're doing something that you are really passionate about, when you're doing something that you have chosen to do, you'll be that much better at it. It'll have this incredible ripple effect on all the other things you're doing. The thing about life is that nothing is isolated, like nothing that you do is isolated. It affects every other aspect of your life. It's impossible for you to do well in one area of your life without it also having a positive effect on all the other areas of your life. I guess what I'm trying to say is don't do it for the teachers. Don't do it for the letter that they're gonna give you or the percentage or whatever. You know, do it for yourself. Do it because you have a genius inside you. You really do. I know that sounds extreme, but you do. So yeah, do your best. But having said all that, grades, they straight up don't define you at all. Your intelligence and your inner genius and so many things, they just can't be confined to a letter or a percentage. It's just not how it works. But unfortunately, that's just the way the schooling system is. So after you've tried your best, let's say you don't get the grade that you were hoping for, that's the grade the teacher gave you. You know what I mean? So then look at the grade and be like, this is the grade that the teacher gave me. I'm gonna give myself a gold star for flipping showing up for the test. Because mad props, again, for not faking your own death and staying at home with your cat instead of taking that test. Don't let anyone, teachers, your classmates, your parents, yourself, tell you that you're not smart, that you're not filled to the brim with potential, because they don't know. Not even you know the potential that you have. You know, don't let anyone make you feel stupid, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, story time. We're gonna go back in time to when I was a teenager and I was in school. To say I wasn't academic would be the biggest understatement ever. I don't think I even brought a pen to school most days. Straight up, didn't bring a pen. I just kind of accepted that was just how I was. It didn't really get to me until my final years of school. When you're in your final years of school, you know, teachers and people ask you, you know, what do you want to do when you leave school? And I told them I wanted to be a psychologist, which is true. I did. I wanted to be a psychologist. You know, they basically told me, you will fail. You will not get into college. There is no college that you will get into. Just know. After every conversation with teachers that I had, I just felt more and more stupid. I had gone from just thinking, oh, I'm not very academic, to I'm useless at everything. This is getting very sad. This is getting a sad story. So yeah, as it came closer and closer to, here it's called the Leaving Cert, of the reality of the fact that I was gonna fail these exams, and I'd done like the mock exams or whatever, and they just couldn't grade any of it. There was, I think I drew a little picture on one of them, but that was it. Like, one day I was just like, flip it. I owe it to myself to try. I just owe it to myself to try. I was like, okay, alright, so I have 6 years of material in 12 subjects to do over a course of 3 months. It's not a big deal. So I actually stopped going to school. I remember I closed my curtains because I knew that daylight would distract me. And I set my alarm for 5 a.m. every morning, and I worked until like midnight. I don't recommend that because I did lose my mind a little bit. And yeah, anyway, so the end of the story is that I did in fact get offered a place in university to do psychology. So it's a happy ending. It's not like the super happiest ending because I couldn't afford to go to university anyway. But it's not the point. The lesson that I want you to learn from that story that had a semi-happy ending: don't let your elders limit you in any way at all. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to what they say about your capabilities, because they don't know. You don't even know what you can do, what you can achieve until you do it. Looking back now, I can see that I was never stupid and I was never useless. And second of all, it's never too late to turn things around. It absolutely is not ever too late to turn things around. Every single second is a chance to turn things around, and that is applicable to every area of life, every problem that you'll face, every challenge. At any time, you can change the story. Also, don't put bananas in your bag, in your school bag. Don't do it. Yogurt as well. Don't do that either.
You could be your own spotlight. You could be your own spotlight. You could be the star. You could shine so bright.
You're a magical creature trapped inside a human's body. That's terrifying. I'm extremely tanned in real life. You know, I don't know if being a lone wolf when you're 30 surrounded by 17-year-olds is cool. I'm hoping I can help you with... There's flower juices on my hand.